Guess what? What are you afraid of? There's something you're afraid of. Be honest, no lies, no fibs. What are you afraid of that's holding you back? When you think about vibrational chart, guilt, shame, fear versus love, joy, peace. Love, joy, peace. Love, joy, peace. Fear, guilt, shame. Which do you want? You know your true self is the love, joy, peace, and you know that your lower self is the guilt, the fear, and the shame, which is not who you truly are. It's time to release that and let it go. It really is time to let it go. How do you do that? How can you let all the bad things go? Let it go. Sounds easy. It really does take courage, which is in the middle, the crux. It's right there in the crux of this vibrational energy chart. Courage. Courage to do what? To go slay the dragons and the demons? No. It's the courage to look yourself in the mirror without judgment. To finally have some compassion on yourself. It's the courage to look around at your life, to look all around your life, and to have some honest appraisal. You have enough criticism about yourself, things you hate, things you don't like, things you wish were different. But to just have an honest appraisal and say, you know what, it's time to get to work. And it's overwhelming, right? It's overwhelming because if you've been sliding, if you've been slacking, if you've been swerving on putting in the work, you got work to do. And that work's a 4-letter word, ain't it? So how do we reframe work into something that's positive? Comment down below. Is there something that you're using that can, work? We kind of cringe at work, man. So many people, it's like, I don't know what the fuck happened, but ain't nobody, why are so many people afraid of work? Hard work, grueling work, fucking dragging your dick in the dirt type work, man. I'm not saying you got to be doing that around the clock. Some of you might. But I'm saying there's something to be said about when you embrace the suck, embrace some challenge, and then, it's like you get to the other side of it and you got a lot to be thankful for. You got a lot to be proud of. You got a lot to be proud of when you actually get through something that's otherwise challenging. Not everything in life can be easy. I mean, we make everything hard nowadays. I mean, it's hard to go to bed. I bet you some of you, it's hard to sleep. It's hard to get up. Right? It's hard to drink water. You know how many people, you don't drink enough water? As a part of taking care of yourself, you need to drink more water. Every single person hearing this, guess what? Yes, we have a 32-ounce Results Kill Excuses water bottle in the shop. You should have one of those, carry it around with you everywhere you go, and you should drink a lot more water. You should be drinking at least 3 to 5 of those a day. A lot of you are drinking calories that you just don't need. You don't need all them calories. I was at the gas station today and I needed something to drink. And I hadn't had a tea in a while. And I looked at the tea and I'm like, dang, man, this thing's almost 200 calories. Dude, that's half a meal for a drink. You gotta stop that. You don't have to do whatever. You can do whatever you want. I know that I'm going to stay down this path. What path is this? The whole point of Results Kill Excuses is to inspire people to become the best versions of themselves. That's it. That's the mission. It's for you to be able to know that no matter where you're at right now, if you have a willingness and you're ready to put in the work, you can turn anything around. You can face any challenge with success. You can come out the other side successful. It's a spiritual journey. Most of these things that you're so afraid of, that you're so overwhelmed by, they're illusions. It's an optical illusion. It's literally like you're so afraid of it until you actually punch it in the face, right? It's like the big kid at school. He intimidates everybody, and then someone finally fucking punches him in the face, and next thing you know, he's fucking crying. It's like that's the things you're scared of. They're just there for the hype. You got to see with spiritual eyes what's beyond it. And if what's beyond it is greater than what's in front of you, then you need to be able to have that mental fortitude to either go over it, around it, under it, or you go right through that motherfucker. You go right through it, one step at a time, one day at a time. And collectively, that's what we are attracting here in this tribe. This soul tribe here, we're going to build each other up, right? It's so easy, man. The old methods of tearing people down, all that shit, it don't even faze me. But I know that those ways of thinking are collapsing in themselves. They're collapsing. People are tired of it. People are tired of all the bullshit. Whether it's sports, entertainment, right? Just being distracted, looking for quick relief that never lasts long enough, leaves you feeling worse off about yourself and life. And again, man, why do 2,000 men every day kill themselves? And it's 500 women, 2,500 people. The vast majority are men. Why do they feel that fuck this shit is so bad? What is it all about? What's so bad about life? It's because you've been told a lie. You've believed the lies. And then you keep telling yourself the same fucking lies. Because you keep looking out the window instead of looking in the mirror. And that's so scary, ain't it? It's so scary to have to figure out what the fuck you went through and to go in there with some eyes of compassion, to go in there with a lot of forgiveness, a lot of understanding, because you're not that little kid anymore. And there is some pain there. Some of your dreams got snatched up back then. But I'm here to tell you that you can build your dreams from this day forward, that everything you went through was to equip you for your true calling, for your true destiny, not your purpose. Purpose is to be the best version of yourself. Your calling and your destiny is once you start down that path, best version, every day, no days off. I know a lot of you are like, man, we don't get holidays on this journey. Every day's a holiday. EDH. That's one of my mantras. I don't talk about that one a lot. But I live every day like it's a holiday. Why? Because I celebrate. The hot springs here that I go to, they let you soak for free. And so a lot of times there's usually birthday people there because they're there for free. So everybody's always asking you, oh, hey, is it your birthday by any chance? I'm like, yeah. Oh, really? Cool. And da-da-da-da. And I'm like, well, it's not really technically my memorial birthday, but I treat it like every day's my birthday. Every day. This is one of the things that if you could wrap your head around, where you just start treating every day the same. What do I mean by that? Man, it ain't about Christmas and New Year's and Thanksgiving and Easters and weekends and Fridays and Sundays and Mondays. Fuck all that. It ain't about none of that. It's about days of life. It's about the fact that you were given the greatest gift, which is to be a human being, to be a conscientious soul within this human body. Your pure consciousness. You're not all that pain. You're not all that suffering. You transcend that. We're spiritual. You're spiritual. You know you're spiritual. Deep down inside of you, you know you're spiritual. And yet, there's something in you, just like there was something in me that's resisting doing the things you need to do in order to fulfill your calling, your destiny, the thing that you actually came here for. You signed up for it. You signed up for this mission. I'm just here because I woke the fuck up, and I'm trying to wake some other people up to say, hey, you signed up for this. Quit getting bogged down. Quit getting overwhelmed. Let go of all the bullshit. Transcend all the suffering, guilt, shame, fear, and get to love, joy, peace. Real love, unconditional love, real joy, real peace. That's what we desire, isn't it? Isn't that what you really desire? Of course it is. You're human. Of course you desire more love, more joy, more peace. But you've been programmed to think that it comes through marketing, that it comes through material things, it comes through from the outside. See, that's the thing. You keep looking for it outside. Where is it? Is it? Wait, hold on. I think my love's over there hiding behind the tree. I think it's in the geodome over there. It's like, no, man, it's not there. My love's not there. My joy's not there. My peace is not there. Where is it? It's the same place that your guilt, your shame, and your fear is. Uh-oh. Wait, how come we don't look for guilt, shame, and fear out there? How come you're not out there searching for guilt, shame, and fear, right? Why aren't you looking for that outside? Anger, pride. How come you're not looking for those things on the outside? But when it comes to joy, peace, and love, you're looking for it. You're looking for something to give you joy, to give you peace, to give you love. Why? It's inside. That's why you need to look in the mirror. That's all you got to do. It sounds simple, but I know it's not easy. I know that you have allowed for those low vibrational things to really set yourself back. It's self-sabotaging patterns and behaviors. And by procrastinating, that's one of them. Setting the bar too high, that's another one. Self-medicating, yep, did that. Been there. Wrote the book. Right? Even just like not doing things that are really important. Right? Maintaining a negative mindset, all self-sabotaging patterns. And it's time to break free from that. And the way you do it is by opening yourself up to doing some self-discovery. The greatest journey on earth is from your mind to your heart. Is from looking out the window, looking in the mirror. And you act like, man, I don't know. I'm booked. I don't got time for all that. Well, how do you have time for all this other shit? I would clear the schedule, wipe the schedule clean, and tell everybody, can't talk this year. I'm doing me. That's an Eric Thomas reference. He got me started really, 8 years ago or so, man. Breathing all that fire, all that inspiration, right? It's like, you know what, man? Seriously, you literally need to tell everyone that's calling you saying, hey, let's go do this, let's go do that. You need to tell them, you know what, man? I'm busy. Can't do it. Won't do it. Don't want to do it. I'm doing me. I'll talk to you next year. Can you imagine that? Can you even imagine? And the truth is, yes, you have had glimmers of this vision of your highest potential. We all do. This is not special to any person. We all have this. Every single motherfucker walking around, it's all the same. We all have a highest potential. How it's expressed, not the same. Your gift is different than my gift. Some of you all might express your highest potential in singing or dance or visual arts, creative arts. I mean, there's all kinds of ways. Aren't you wanting to figure this out? Aren't you wanting to finally tap in to your truth, to your true and authentic self? No more bullshitting yourself. No more bullshitting others. Find the courage. It takes courage, right? And a lot of it sucks that a lot of that just takes hitting rock bottom, man. Ow, ooh, can't do that no more. Good on that. That's what it took me. Multiple, man. A lot of people have said, not just the mustache, but that I'm like a cat. I got lots of lives, man. I'm hard to kill, I'll tell you that much. I've tried it. And guess what? God had a plan for me. And I believe God has a plan for you. He has a great plan for you. For you to not only turn your life around, but to inspire many, many, many others. And this is really a significant time on this planet's history where there's activations happening. And guess what? If you're hearing this message, you're a part of it. I'm not saying that lightly. I'm not saying that to tickle your ears and get y'all thinking you're something. It's like, we're all something. You're one of one, period. There's a gift inside of you that needs to be activated, that needs to be cultivated, that needs to be developed, and then needs to be expressed. When you do that, that's fulfillment. That's enlightenment. A lot of people think, oh, to be enlightened is you're going to be like glowing. It's like, no, man, that's not enlightenment. Enlightenment's taking total ownership of your life, accepting all things, and truly doing what I just said with the gift. Cultivating, developing, and then expressing that gift openly, freely, for others to receive, for others to partake in. Doesn't that sound incredible? Can you imagine? Can you just imagine? Do you even care to imagine? Like I said, what are you afraid of? Comment down below. Let's have an honest conversation here. What is your biggest fear? Right now, what is your biggest fear? My biggest fear used to be the fear of failure. And I think there's a lot of people that your biggest fear is public speaking, which even this, right, with the video can easily be a part of that fear. There's people they'd rather be murdered than speak in public. Face your fears. Facing your fears is false evidence appearing real, or face everything and rise. Face everything and rise. Rise to what? Rise to your fullest potential. Rise to this moment in time. Rise to this new year and all the opportunity that it's presenting to you to really finally start getting some shit done in your life. Making this year your best year, one day at a time, 1% better every single day. For the whole entire year. Not for a week, not for a month, not for a season, not until the summer, all the way through the summer, all the way through the fall, all the way through next fucking holiday season. You do that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Holy shit. You ain't gonna recognize the person that you see in the mirror. But you're going to be proud of that person. You're going to think, God, why didn't I do this sooner? That's what I'm telling you. That's what so many of you are going to be telling yourself. Why didn't I do this sooner? I should have listened to myself way back in the day. And then thinking, oh, this guy's going to get credit for turning me around. No, I don't need credit. Right? My credit is with God. My obligation is with God, with the divine, right? Everything I do here, especially on the channel, is to just give. Yeah, am I obviously creating more than just a talking head? Hell yeah. That's a part of my gift here. And that's really the beautiful thing. All the little bits and pieces that you experienced in this planet that you're like, man, I started doing that and I liked it, but then I had to give that up, and then I started doing this other thing, and then something happened with that thing, and then I started doing this other thing. That's been the story of my life in many ways. A lot of resets, a lot of restarts. But I can tell you, when you find full alignment with your calling, it's like everything comes together. All those things that you thought, oh man, failed business, failed hobby, failed this, failed that. You're like, wait, it's not failed. It showed up. It showed up right here and right now. When you're aligned and you're able to pull on all that experience, you now realize, oh wait, I have all this experience. I have all these talents. I can do all these things. Holy shit. I just rescued myself. And by doing that, guess what? You're going to rescue others. You're going to at least aspire them to rescue. It is self-rescue. But what I mean by that is rescuing others is you're going to be able to activate them. They got to rescue themselves. I had to rescue me. I'm going to keep putting a positive message out there. This is me 365, 24/7. Does that mean that don't have bouts of being nervous, sad, overwhelmed, scared? Of course. But it doesn't freeze me. That's the problem. It's one thing to feel fear, to feel anxious, to feel depressed. It's another thing to let it fucking take over your life. That's the difference. I can feel that stuff, and I'm sitting there and pulling and utilizing all the tools in the toolbox when it comes up. All the tools. And that's what feels great, is to know that we have tools. You have tools. I've heard some of the greatest testimonies from people that have been practicing the breath work. That breath work is really the game changer, because it puts you in the present. So many of us were so depressed about the past and anxious for the future that we just need to slow down. Slow down, be right here, be right now. There's nothing else. There's nothing else. If this caught your attention, be here, be now. When you get to the next thing, be there when you're there. Fully immerse yourself. Be present. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. It's not a sprint. This spiritual awakening, healing journey, hero's journey, whatever you want to call it. Just life is not a sprint. But everyone, you just hear all these people, oh man, I can't believe that other year already went by. It's going by all too fast. It doesn't go by fast if you slow down. It's going by fast because you're not slowing down. You're not staying present. You're so worried. And it's like a duality. Half is in the past, half is in the future, and you're not even you have no idea what's going on right here, right now. And you have no idea how fucking powerful you are. You have so much power, man, to take control of everything. It's time to go on offense. Instead of this getting your ass kicked up and down the block from the inside. That's what's crazy. All this shit's going down from the inside. Sure, there's some agitators. Sure, there's some trolls. Sure, there's some whatever's going on outside. People cutting you off, whatever the fuck. That's minor. The biggest battle is happening right here, not out there. What's going on in here, though, is what's creating your reality. Get your mind right and everything falls in place. If you haven't yet, download the app. Results kill excuses. Don't just download it for fun. Start to dig into the courses there. Self-discovery work. Self-discovery work. And even greater than that is the connecting with the community. I would love to see your face. I would love to hear your voice. I would love to know your story. I know that can be intimidating, but I can guarantee you that in this community, ain't nobody gonna be laughing and joking and teasing and tearing motherfuckers down. I just know it, because that's not what I do. And that's not what this is about. You wanna, if you're that person, you got that. Stay on the socials. But you wanna really start building a community, feeling like people actually accept you for who you are, then be a part of that. That's what it takes. Every single day, 1% better. That's setting the bar low. That's not lowering your standards. Do you realize there's a difference? It's having realistic appraisal, saying, what are you capable of doing today? You don't have to lower your standards. You just have to lower the expectations for today. You step over that bar, great. You step over the bar again, great. Maybe 3 times, great. You're building confidence. You're making moves. You're moving in a positive direction. You're doing things. Then maybe on the 4th day, you raise it just a little tiny bit. You step over it. Yay. One more time. Yay. One more time. Yay. And maybe just a little tiny bit. Yay. That's it. That's the game. And too many people, you're like self-sabotaging because you have your bar too high. That's a self-sabotaging behavior, really a trauma response, because it gives you an out. You say, oh, I can't start it until XYZ happens. And it's like, man, that ain't ever going to fucking happen unless you pull the bar down and start here and now, because you know the drill. Results kill excuses, because if it was easy, it wouldn't be worth it. Greg's out.